So everything is pretty interesting. I mean, people like to throw that that R word on a lot of people's jackets. Is it warranted? Who knows? You have to examine the paperwork. You have to examine the case file. You have to examine witness testimony. You have to put yourself into the case. I mean, it's exhausting. But a lot of people are into this. A lot of people are into just seeing who's a rat. It's all of a sudden now everybody's a rat investigator. Hey man, you'd be surprised who was out there. Um, you'd be surprised about people's past. I'll just put it that way. Um, you never know, and things could get hectic, and someone's sneaking around out there. I don't know who that is. They out there sneaking, like thinking they had to drop, but they didn't have to drop. I was side down the whole time. Back, but anyway, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are saying different things about people, man. And a lot of accusations and innuendo, rumors. Some solid people around the neighborhood who's in the know. You hear all that every time. Every time you hear the same old, you know, grapevine activity, and everybody's perking up. Everybody's got info. Everybody's willing to just ready to put it out there, share it, and everything. I get it. But at the end of the day, who really knows anything? You don't think the court documents? I'm always, when I got my little cases or whatever back in a long time ago, I'm always thinking they trick bagging my paperwork. That's just that's just how the state rolls. And by the time they got you up on all trying, they have you, little minor things, traffic incidents, or driving without a license, or whatever the crime might be, any little petty thing. Next thing you know, the way they dock rid of you, think you Al Capone. So yeah, things can be tricky. Paperwork is tricky. You got to get that real official witness testimony, document, court docket paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? So, you get a piece of little couple of articles of documentation. Doesn't mean that got to have a government seal stamp. Like they do us. Copies will not be taken. Will not be accepted. I need to see the real thing. You know what I mean? Some kind of way. Either present it to me by some official people, experts, or whatever. And I'm just going to ask the person, really me, how I was raised, you just ask the person direct. It ain't no going behind, no subversives and all that. There's no talk behind the back. Ain't got no talk for that. You just going directly to the person, yo, are you ratting or what? And you can get the vibes from how they come back, from that question. Usually it'll shake somebody up. You know what I mean? But you gotta get your own, you gotta take your own little temperature on how that person is when you present he or she with that question. They can seem solid, but when they throwing a bunch of time at you for whatever your crime might be, we see who folds and we'll see who holds up. You know what I mean? Especially when we all in it together. I'm not, I got to, the jig is up. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just going, what's the point of me making it worse for myself? I might as well just go ahead and just, no more talk. Ain't no talking. Ain't no putting nobody else into this. It's just, it is what it is. And I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm innocent until you prove me guilty. You prove me guilty, boom. I do the time. I ride it out. That's just how I am. That's just how I was raised. all that tattletelling and all that ratting stuff. It's not. It doesn't live in my DNA at all. I'm sorry. Wrong dude. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Just thought I'd tap in and give you a little bit of content. I know it's not a pleasant one to talk about rats, but a lot of talk going around in the air, in the ethers out there. So do your own research. All right, peace.